Entitled "The Food Industry is the Way to Agricultural and Economic Recovery," Damascus hosted the Syrian Economic Dialogue Forum on Thursday, December 21st, a meeting that is part of the Syrian government's efforts to overcome the economic crisis the country is suffering as a result of the war and the blockade. Let's see.
The
forum is a space for economic dialogue between the relevant members of the Syrian cabinet and the heads of the professional unions, presidents of chambers of commerce and industry, and economic actors in the country. The main objective of the meeting is to boost the food industry because of its vital importance in the recovery and development of the national economy, achieve self-sufficiency and food security, earn foreign exchange, and ensure more job opportunities.
We are looking through this meeting to regulate the relationship between the industrialists and the agricultural sector in order to ensure the appropriate products for the food industry and other products that meet the demand of the local market and abroad with a high quality to improve the level of export, taking into account that export is of vital importance to the Syrian economy, especially that agricultural products currently account for more than 80% of the volume of Syrian exports. This National Economic Dialogue meeting takes place in order to exchange views and ideas to establish visions and develop work plans on which we can rely on in the next stage to solve the problems facing the Syrian national economy due to the multiple internal and external factors with negative compounding effect.
The participants discussed with transparency the challenges resulting from multiple internal and external factors led by the consequences of more than 12 years of war and foreign-imposed blockade. To solve these problems, the participants considered that close coordination between the country's authorities and the economic, industrial, and commercial players within the framework of a constructive partnership between the public and private sectors was essential.
Without a doubt, the great obstacle we face lies in the blockade and the coercive measures of the West, and we are always looking for ways to evade sanctions, but this implies an additional cost to the state, to the industrialists, and to the citizens in terms of exports and imports, and this is a hard reality that we are trying to overcome, and that is why we continue working and looking for solutions through meetings like this one. We have internal problems as well as challenges imposed by foreign countries, and both affected in one way or another negatively the industrial sector and consequently the country's economy, and we hope that through dialogue we can determine the points of weakness and strength in our economy and determine the possibilities we have at hand to overcome the negative aspects.
The industrial sector in Syria experienced heavy losses amounting to $60 billion as a result of the terrorist war against the nation, and 70% of the country's industrial capacity was completely destroyed. This is the damage that the country's economic, commercial, and industrial players are trying to repair with hard and planned work on the basis of the results of forums such as this one.
Hisham Wannous, teleSUR, Damascus, Syria.